Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Randy, and this video is celebrating the year 1971 and all the classic albums that came out that year. It was a wonderful year in music, and this is also part of a contest for Deep Track Zach. Zach is celebrating 10 years in the VC and over 500 subscribers, which I think he's over 600 subscribers now. And this contest came out a little while back, and so I'm kind of on the late end of it, so I don't really remember all the 1971 albums that were shown, but I just picked 10 of mine, and let's get right to it. So the first album I'm going to show from 1971 is 10 Years After, and A Space in Time is the name of the album, and it's probably their most famous album. It has the big hit, I'd Love to Change the World, but just wonderful album with a great Alvin Lee on guitar, wonderful hard rock with rock and roll boogie, little psychedelia thrown in, but from 1971, 10 years after A Space in Time. And I guess I can show this on the Columbia label. All right, let's go next. Is king of glam rock, or one of the progenitors, is T-Rex with the wonderful Mark Bolan, as you see him right there. This is the Electric Warrior album, and it has the huge hit Bang a Gong on here, and this is on reprise from 1971, Mark Bolan and T-Rex with Electric Warrior. All right, and let me get my glasses on so I can see a little better. And next is my favorite Bowie album, came out in 1971. This is Hunky Dory with the great songs Changes, Oh You Pretty Things, and the wonderful Life on Mars, which I became such a fan of after watching the television show. First the British and then the US versions, which I recommend both. I like them both. But wonderful use of music in those shows. But this is, a great Bowie album, and with the lyric sheet. This was a reissue, and the label's got the Bowie's name on there. That's 1971. Another glam rock great is Hunky Dory. Also, in 1971, the classic Jethro Tull album, Aqualong, which this is the Steven Wilson stereo remix, which I never had the original, but a lot of people complained about the original and the sound of it. This reissue sounds great, and it's on the Chrysalis label. That's my only complaint on this one is when I ordered it. I actually ordered this on Amazon, and it came one of the, not Amazon itself, but one, a seller that also lists on Amazon. And this was the worst packaging I've ever had for an album. It just came with a little plastic thing around it. And there was no cardboard, there's no anything, and of course it's got some dings in the corners. I guess I could have sent it back, but I didn't do that. But anyway, the great Jethro Tull album. Now everyone knows Aqualong. 1971. Also, 1971 produced maybe the two best rock albums ever, and this may be the best. My favorite, and that's Who's Next by The Who, and like about every song on here, got played on the radio. Bob O'Reilly, Bargain, Love Ain't for Keeping My Wife, Song Is Over, Getting in Tune, Going Mobile, Behind Blue Eyes, and the classic Won't Be Fooled Again with the best scream in rock music. But Who's Next from 1971, classic album. And the other classic album from 1971, another classic rock album is, of course, Led Zeppelin IV, which came out in 71. It's got Stairway to Heaven that a lot of times has been voted the best song ever on one of those polls. But and has 4 sticks, which I love. Going to California, one of the best acoustic-driven songs that they have. When the Levee Breaks. The 2 songs that got played so much, Black Dog and Rock and Roll, and also The Battle of Evermore. But like I said, these 2 albums, 2 of the most classic albums in rock's history, came out in 1971. Who's Next and Led Zeppelin IV, or Led Zeppelin Untitled, which was the 4th record. Another not as well-known one that came out in 1971 was this Crazy Horse debut. Of course, most people know Crazy Horse for their work with Neil Young, but this is an album on their own with, of course, Ralph Molina, Billy Talbot, Jack Nitzsche, Danny Whitten, and also Nils Lofgren plays guitar on here as well. Also has Ry Cooder plays slide on a couple songs. But wonderful album from 1971. This copy is not, well, the cover is not in the greatest condition. But this was on reprise as well. But yeah, if you get a chance, you can get your hands on this one. It's just a wonderful album from Crazy Horse. Danny Whitten's great on the guitar, of course, and it's great to hear Ry Cooder on here as well. Sorry about the phone call. Like I said, this Lennon album is probably my favorite on Apple, but doesn't, you know, of course, the classic title cut, Imagine. Crippled Inside is wonderful. Jealous Guy. It's So Hard. I Don't Want to Be a Soldier, Mama, I Don't Want to Die. Wonderful anti-war song. Give Me Some Truth, really hard rockin' song. Oh My Love. How Do You Sleep, kind of a cut on Paul McCartney, some think. How, which is a good song. Oh Yoko, which I think is a wonderful, nice going, I don't know, just a wonderful song, Oh Yoko. Anyway, wonderful album from 1971 is John Lennon's Imagine. And last but not least is the wonderful Jerry Lee Lewis. This is his album, Would You Take Another Chance on Me, which has the #1 hit in Me and Bobby McGee, which he does kind of a rollicking, rocked up version of that, whereas, you know, the famous Janis Joplin song was also taken to #1 on the Billboard charts. And actually, Roger Miller was the first to record that Chris Christopherson song. But interesting version of that. It was really a 2-sided hit with the title track, Would You Take Another Chance on Me, and Me and Bobby McGee on the same 45. But also got the wonderful Big Blonde Baby on here. Goodbye of the Year. He does for the Good Times, really good version of the, you know, Ray Price hit, which was also written by Chris Christopherson. Another Handshake and Goodbye is a really good song on here. But wonderful album by Jerry Lee Lewis that I think his country output gets overlooked, underappreciated a lot. But anyway, another one from 1971, and that's my 1971 albums. I hope you enjoyed it. Everyone check Deep Track Zach's channel, and good luck and hope for another 10 years.